because you have a lot of data, you have a lot of things, but at the end you need to test it.
These are usual terms, right, in our industry: full service airline, legacy airline, hybrid airline, low cost airline. Some of them sometimes are perceived as not that good.
In my opinion, the airlines need to be transformed as soon as possible.
So I need to ask, it's been in the news, right? The Abra.
When you need a tutorial to explain to your customer how are your fares working, you have a problem. It's not possible to say, hey, today I am legacy, and tomorrow, hey, my customers, today I am low cost. No?
Hi, welcome to Digital Airline. Today we have Robert Mulet with us, the Chief Digital Officer with Avianca, and he's explaining us the great journey that Avianca is doing, going from being a legacy airline into the low-cost world. And it's very interesting because Robert has been in every different type of airlines, and he has a great experience with a low-cost airline like Vueling, but he also been working for legacy airlines like Iberia, and today with Avianca, and he's fully engaged in this transformation, this business model transformation. He will also talk about Abra, the new big project in Latin America, and many more things. And today's episode is sponsored by Newshore. Newshore is the e-commerce solution for airlines. With Newshore, airlines can do new things, can try, can A/B test their products, and then deploy them as long as they work and they really fit their markets. And today we also want to thank Talent Garden Barcelona, who let us tape this podcast in their facilities. And thank you very much, and thank you to you that are listening or watching this podcast. I hope you enjoy it. Hi, Robert, how you doing?
Hi, Enrique.
So happy you being here today with us. Actually, it's funny because we're going to be speaking English, but usually you and me speak Catalan.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind. Very good, Robert. Thank you so much for being with us in Digital Airline today. I was really excited about this interview today, because I think you guys are doing a great thing with Avianca, and we'd love to know about that from the very first source, right?
Thank you very much, Enrique, to invite me in this space.
Sure. So for those who don't know, could you give us some sort of your background, what you've been doing and what you're doing now for Avianca?
Yeah, of course. Currently, I am working in Avianca as a director of eCommerce and ancillary area. I arrived to Avianca in September 2017, so almost 5 years in Avianca. And my background is strongly in airlines industry. More than 10 years I worked for Vueling Airlines, I worked for Iberia Express, and now Avianca. Also, I worked some years in Pricewaterhouse in consulting services in Spain. So yeah, I am a fan. I am a travel addicted, and especially airline addicted. And yeah, this is my background, no?
So Robert, basically, we've been hearing a lot about the big transformation that Avianca is going through. So could you tell us a little bit about what this transformation is about?
Yeah, of course. No, we were a very legacy company, a full legacy carrier, and now we are migrating more for a low cost carrier, more for a low cost model. I think that it's necessary, when you see the industry changes, when you see the other changes or impacts in the industry during the last years, and in the current year, in fact, you need to adapt to these changes. You need to transform your model, and at the end, the main objective or the vision is to be the most profitable as possible. No, if you are not thinking profitability, probably you will die.
You will be dead at some point.
Exactly.
one question. This is very interesting because you know that these are usual terms, right, in our industry: full service airline, legacy airline, hybrid airline, low cost airline. Some of them sometimes are perceived as not that good, right? So I like, since you've been working for a lot of different airlines, could you give us, your own definition of what a legacy airline is and what a low cost airline is?
Well, I will start maybe for what is a low cost airline is. No, probably before to start, the people used to confuse maybe a low cost airline is low cost in terms of operational cost or security or maintenance. Is not this true, this information. We are investing probably every day more money in security than the days before. No, so the security is the priority of all airlines. No, low cost and legacy both. And probably the main difference is that we want to achieve, or we want to reach all of the customers. No, when you are a legacy airline, you are providing a very interesting packages of fares with interesting services in each fare, but maybe not all the customers would pay for that. Maybe not all the customers would pay for a fare with baggage or with flexibility or others. No, and when you are a low cost carrier, you have to be very efficient in your costs. For example, distribution cost. You want to be very simple in your processes, in your structure, and then it allows to have maybe better fares, no, lower fares, and when you have a very competitive or very low fares, you can get more customers, new customers that maybe, for example, in Colombia, we don't have rail, no, and the people has two ways to move within the country. Maybe can move in by airplane or can move by bus, no?
Okay.
Probably by airplane is 1 hour and by bus is 8 hours, no? But not all the people can pay a ticket to fly from Bogota to Medellin, no? And this is the reason of this new change of Avianca. So and we believe that we should have an airline open to everybody, accessible to everybody, no? And this is the objective. Have a very be very efficient in the costs, but at the same time be very competitive in the prices to make this balance, no?
Yeah. Okay. And so being efficient, being price competitive, that's for sure. Is there some sort of also ability to configure the product the way you want? So maybe you want to fly as cheap as possible, but maybe you want to build your product so it's custom to your needs.
Yeah, the first thing is that when you start thinking in your products, probably you start thinking your fare families, no? Okay, I should have 3 fare families, 4, 6, 2, 1, 5, and at the end, when you decide maybe the right number for each market, you start deciding which attributes you should include in this fare family. No, obviously, we compare the products of other airlines. We constantly you are compared with competitors. No, but at the end you try to see which is the best or what are the best attributes or services that you can offer to our customers. No, so maybe you have some routes with very short the duration of the flight. No,
okay.
Maybe this type of routes is not necessary to sell some type of services. Maybe you have some other routes that are in Bogota, for example, to the coast. No, maybe the people, we have some customers or one segment of customers that when they fly to the coast, they prefer to go with windsurf or a special baggage, no, or sport equipment. Okay, maybe we can introduce these services during the purchase, during the online check-in, during the manager booking area, and the customer can purchase this type of services, no?
Okay.
And you can configure your trip. I want to pay for the seat. I don't want to pay for the seat because it's only 30 minutes flight, or I want to pay for the seat because it's 2 hours flight and I am traveling with my family, or I want to be the first person to leave from the aircraft when I will arrive to the destination, no?
So it's funny because and this is not a criticism, but I can help to notice that you're using a lot the word maybe, and it's sort of maybe it's like we are not really sure yet, right? So it actually it sounds good to be, because I think it happens in every industry, right? You're not sure about your next steps. You have to sort of try or to experiment, right?
Well, you have the experience of other markets. You have your competitors. You have a lot of data. You have a lot of things, but at the end you need to test it. No, you can copy the things. Oh, maybe this competitor is doing this thing. I will copy. No, because probably. It's not the right way. Maybe the customers could be different. Maybe they are doing only for one segment of customers. So the test and learn methodology is in our ADN, no? And it's important to test things very, very quickly. Probably we will have successful use cases. Probably we will be wrong in some others, but it's important to correct quickly,
and there's nothing wrong, right? Exactly. In being wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
And it's iterating. Probably sometimes you need to pivot. For example, obviously, if you want to transform legacy model to low-cost model, probably iterating is not enough. No, probably you need to pivot 180 degrees. But at the end, in the day by day, in the business as usual work, we need to iterate, no, and to test this type of hypotheses.
And from the technology point of view, is there something that you can do now, or you're aiming to do now in somehow? I mean, because we learned about distribution systems that are too heavy to move. That stories like I wanted to introduce this product and it took 6 months to. So with this lapses of time, it's almost impossible, right, to do experiments.
Yeah, I need that at the end. We need to build an ecosystem of different partners, of different solutions, and we need to integrate all of these solutions. Right? And when you put all of your you have the full dependency of only one partner, it's very difficult for you and for this partner, because probably for this partner doesn't have 100 people for you, and probably you don't have 100 people to make it possible all the initiative, all the products that this partner has with you, no? So in this moment we are trying to build this ecosystem. We are trying into think in a clean slate mindset. We think in a modular ecosystem, and the things should be easy to integrate, no? And sometimes we have also the internal discussion. Maybe I should develop in-house this product or this service or this feature, or I should buy an off-the-shelf solution, no?
That's an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
And which are your main criteria when sort of deciding that?
Depend, and probably you are thinking in a solution that, or you are thinking in a service that maybe is not your core, no? For example, I don't know, the login component, no, to sign in the users or the customers, no. Maybe you have a very good team in house to develop a good solution, and you can go ahead, design, develop, and go live, no. But maybe you don't have the team in house, no, and maybe you need to see to recruit this team to try to define the product from scratch. Maybe you can see 5 vendors in the market that they are doing only this product, that their business model is or the business is only this product and is their core at the end, no? And if it's their core, they will improve and they evolve constantly this product, no? And probably you can get this product from them, and obviously the time to market will be lower. Probably the cost could be even lower, because maybe if you have to start from scratch and you have to take into account all the internal costs,
make mistakes, etc.
Make mistakes, yeah. And in some other cases, maybe you have the right team with experience and you can do something in-house. I think that you need to combine, but if you are thinking a flexible strategy, in a modular strategy, you have to start introducing new pieces in your ecosystem, and probably you will have something in-house, but it's impossible to have the best people in terms of login, in terms of data analytics, in terms of CRM, in terms of IBE. You need to try to see which is the best partner or player in the industry to help you to develop these components. No?
So you have to be very careful on what you're going to be taking directly yourself, because I understand that. Especially with the scarcity of, if we're talking about technology, the scarcity of IT savvy people right now. Well,
exactly. And it's important, Rick, that it's not only in-house, but maybe you can find one partner, and this one partner could tell to you, hey, I can do all the things or all the service that you could expect or be envision.
Yes.
Probably it's also difficult to find only one partner that you can manage, but maybe you can find a very big partner, but maybe it will be difficult for you to manage them, because they have a lot of products, different teams, and maybe you have only one team, no? Yeah. So at the end, you have to see a very good balance of about how many people I have in my house or in my company to manage this type of projects, and how many partners can help me to make these projects successful, no?
Yeah, also that's so interesting. So we are talking about a strategy, and I'd like to ask you, if you had to mention, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 pillars of your strategy, how you guys are going to move Avianca from being, like one of the top legacy airlines towards this low-cost model. Mm-hmm. It's funny that someday we should change the name, right? Because low-cost only refers to the cost, but there are many other companies, as you explained before, right? But to go through this journey, what are the main pillars of your strategy?
Well, when you try to transform the organization, no, or at least your team, no, start with your team. Probably in my area, for example, first of all, I think that it's important to probably most of the time redefine the processes. Okay. Probably we have a lot of processes that we need to change, and some others we need to start from scratch and define new processes. And maybe some others are okay, and we will continue using it, no. But it's important to focus on the processes. Obviously, the technology is an enabler, and we need to build this ecosystem and see how to build this technological pile, no, and see how many players, which type of technologies, and you need to be. Maybe the word is not efficient, but to be very careful with the money. No, you can buy all the softwares or hardwares or platforms as you want, but you need to be with a clinical eye, with a very eye of detail. I have 100 suites in the market, but I need these 10. I would have 100, but I can have 10 Ferraris in my parking. Maybe I can have these 3 good cars. But I have to be sure that I will drive these three good cars, no. Okay. And the third thing is about the culture, about the people, no. How to engage the people in your brand, how to engage or to transform the culture in an agile culture, how to be more results oriented, how to be with the execution mindset, no, to get the things done, no. Probably you can have a lot of ideas, but if you can have a visionary low cost model, if you don't have the mindset of execution and get the things done and put KPIs and metrics to all of these initiatives, the process will be much longer. No,
absolutely. Talking about culture, you brought that question, right? So I need to ask. Well, it's been in the news, right? The Abra group, and man, this will be like a big cultural integration.
Yeah, well, the news are very recent. Probably, well, I can explain more than you can see in the newspapers or in the online newspapers probably. But yeah, we want, or we will want to be the anchor pan-Latin American network in the region.
Okay.
We believe that we will be together a super important player in the region, and the most important thing is that we can learn a lot of things of Gol, for example. No, they are a low-cost carrier, and we want to be a low-cost carrier. No, and they have a super loyalty program. We also have a very good loyalty program, so we have a lot of synergies, and we will explore together all of these opportunities in the right moment. No, but I think that it's a very good news because you need to be stronger in this industry, and you need to create synergies with other partners or airlines in this case that are very aligned with your model. No.
Okay. Are you planning to make, that there could be, like hard integrations, soft integrations?
We didn't talk anything. We are not talking about anything at this moment. Probably, I don't know when we'll start conversations. Now, obviously, we are penning out the regulations of the countries, so we are not having any conversation. I don't know anybody in Gol, for example. I didn't talk with anybody. But at the end, your mind start thinking things, no? Or at least start looking that they are doing, no? Probably when you are in Colombia or when you are in Spain or in other countries, you start looking some competitors or some players. But now, for example, I have another eye in what they are doing, because probably we can learn a lot of things from them, no? And
okay. When you think about Abra, your personal feeling is that Avianca has a particular role more than the footprint that you guys already have in your markets? Do you think that in quality you have a different role within Abra, or that eventually everyone is going to be going through the same direction through the LCC business model?
I think that, in my opinion, we should continue our roadmap. We should continue our vision. Probably when you are a group, or you form a part of a bigger group, you start looking synergies. You start looking how to get the benefits of to be a group, no?
Okay.
But at the end, every market is different, and I think that Avianca has to focus on to do a very good things in the markets we have a strong presence. We need to be competitive in the markets that maybe we are not. That we are not, or that we don't have a strong presence, obviously, and yeah, I think that we'll see how can we together, or how will should be the future, no? But at the end, obviously, the Avianca's brand, Avianca is a 100 years old company. Gol is a super big company also. So at the end, I think that the most important thing in this type of conversations is that the brands are the fears of that we should take into account, no, and to keep to potentiate even more, and I think that is very positive for both, no.
Okay. Let me ask you, a couple of final questions. My preferred one, right? By the way, Number one, I always ask this. If we compare, like one top e-commerce site like Amazon and, the average sales website of an airline, do you think we are close, not that close, really far?
Well, maybe all airlines would like to be Amazon, no? But I prefer to compare also with the small e-commerce. No,
Okay.
The small e-commerce can have a very interesting features, integrations with niche solutions or niche partners, and maybe when you see the average of airlines, you are seeing the same practices in each airline. No, the same booking flow, the same services, the same way to sell these services, the same way to inform to sell these services. And then when you need, or when you are very similar than your competitor, when you need a tutorial to explain to your customer how are your fares working, you have a problem. Okay. Because we should be simple and do a very easy experience for our customers. No.
Okay, that's a very good point. I take it as there is not that much diversity as you can find in the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
Like the airlines look too similar.
Yeah, obviously the regulations are the same, no? You don't have different standards in the airports, no? The standards are very similar, but at the end, I think that the creativity and the customer centricity, for example, is the key challenge in the airlines, no? To recognize the customer. First of all, to know the customer, no? Probably some airlines don't know their customers, no? They know that they have buyers, but you have to know your customer. You have to recognize your customer, and then probably one day you will be able to surprise this customer, no? Okay. But now probably the average airlines are more in to try to know this customer, no?
Okay. And now let me ask you, because you've been working for long-lasting, you are working for a long-lasting airline like Avianca, 100 years you mentioned, and then some really young ones at that point at least, like Vueling.
Yeah.
So and there is all this legacy, right, that you have to manage every day. So how do you transform that? What are you thinking? Incremental, progressive variations, or nuclear bomb?
Depend the day, no? No, it's a gradual process because it's not only the things that you need to change internally, is also how to adapt these changes in the communication to your customers, no? Okay. For example, it's not possible to say, hey, today I am legacy, and tomorrow, hey, my customers, today I am low cost, no? Okay. I think that is a process, probably. It shouldn't be a process of 20 years, no? Maybe it's a process that maybe you can set up, maybe this process is, or this phase is 1 year, or 2 years, or 3 years, but in 2025, I probably I will be very different from 2022, and in fact in 2023 probably we will be very different versus 2022, because if we see now and probably we can think, whoa, we have a lot of things to change or to do, or to go to this new model. But we changed a lot of things since last year, or compare versus 1 year ago, no? And when also we compare with pre-COVID situation, we are fully different company.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a gradual process that you have to do every day, every week, and the most important thing is that you are seeing that you are evolving, no? And you are going in the right way, in the right time, no? And
Okay, very good. My last question: what keeps you awake these days? What are the projects that keep you really excited these days?
Well,
that you can disclose, obviously.
No, first of all, as I mentioned, I am addicted to this industry, and it's very important, no? If you don't have passion for your job, for your industry, or for your company, you have a problem. The second thing is that the project, the project of the company, or the company project is amazing. I think in my opinion is is a game changer. No, probably a lot of people would have the opportunity to live in this transformation. And the third thing is that we are working a very interesting project with Newshore, trying to do a new platform, trying to do this new platform with the principles that we have discussed, and obviously when you build something new, when you didn't start evolving anymore your current platform, and you start doing anything new or something new, in this case a new platform, obviously the motivation, not only of myself, of all the team is 200%, no, because
absolutely
you are very engaged with the project, you are very passionate about the industry and the company, and then you have the tools and the people with you to make it possible.
Absolutely. Very good, Robert. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your project and this great and exciting project with us. And best of luck for you and the rest of the team.
Thank you, Enrique. It was a pleasure, and hope to see you soon again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sick.
Hey, that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Like, join, subscribe, share, and stay tuned because there are more coming. Bye-bye.